Is your home ready to list? Before you list, you want to make a pre-listing appointment. That is your secret weapon, and here's why. During a pre-listing appointment, we are going to go over a clear game plan on prepping your home in the timeline specific to your situation. So, do you need to sell to buy? Do you need to list, or can you list before you find a place? Once the home is ready and we do photos, how long does it take to get that house actually live and on the market? And most importantly, what does your profit margin look like? What kind of money are you gonna make from the sale that you're gonna have to go to your next sale? A lot of times lenders are gonna wanna know that before they do your pre-approval to know pretty much what type of loan you'll pre-qualify for. Secondly, we're gonna go over the small updates that can make big impact. So when we sit down, we're gonna talk about maybe improvements that you've already been thinking about, and if we think that we need to move forward with those things, if we need to adjust and go a different direction, and talk about those small improvements that can make a huge impact. And that would be more necessary over the other items possibly that you were thinking. So we want to spend your money wisely and get the best return. So we'll talk about those impacts. You'll learn about the current market conditions because they are always changing, and the pricing strategies that work in the current market. So your house doesn't sit on the market, you know? The longer it sits, the lower the offers that you get, and the less people you have walking through your home. So we want to talk about that. We will talk about how critical that first week on market is. Pricing, marketing, they both matter. And that's where hiring the right real estate agent truly matters in your sale. A lot of people don't know how to interview agents, and they just want to know what can you list my house for and what's it going to cost me. But it really is about what are you going to sell my house for? What kind of time frame are we talking about? Where are you putting money in marketing that's going to help me get the exposure that's necessary? Because guess what? It's not always the agent that tells you the biggest price or that they're going to sell it for the least amount of money. I personally put money behind my marketing, and I turn away listings. If we can't come together on numbers, then it's not a great investment for me to put money behind marketing to get it sold. So, we part ways at that time. I'm 100% honest with you. But you may go with somebody that says that, hey, I can get you $20,000 more. Okay, prove it. Do you have the time to waste on market? That first week, again, is your crucial time on market. So do you have the time? Do you have the money to sit and wait? So those are just real hard conversations that as an agent you have to have with people, just because we are in this every day. We see if you price that home incorrectly, you are going to chase the market down. You're going to end up with lower offers. And unfortunately, some people can't see past that. They just hear what they want to hear, and then they go on market 6 months later, they're not sold. They've done a price reduction, go with another agent, still now at the number that I told them 9 months later. And unfortunately, now that we're 9 months later, you're not even getting that number anymore. You're getting a lower number because you're chasing the market down. So strategy is everything, and having an agent that can have tough conversations with you matters. As you can tell, I'm super passionate about that part of it. How can you make your home irresistible from day one? We will have that conversation about the small things that don't cost money, that make a huge impact when you walk into a home and you get that first initial, I guess the first initial aha moment. It's okay, is this house cluttered? Is this house, smelling of 5 different fragrances? What's being covered up? Those are tough conversations to have when someone has a kitty litter box that needs to go to the wayside. When you're showing your home, if somebody doesn't like cats, like that's going to be an issue. So we're just going to have those tough conversations again. It may not be all the things that you want to change, and that's fine. As long as I'm being 100% honest with you, then you can be 100% honest with me. Hey, I don't want to take down my family photos. That's fine. But there's reasons and marketing reasons why we ask you to do this type of things. We want people to feel comfortable in that home when they come in. We want them to have a seat on the couch, feel like this is home. It's kind of hard to feel like it's home if you're smelling animals that you don't particularly have, or that you're staring at photos of people that you don't know. It just kind of doesn't make you feel like home, right? So you just got to put yourself in those positions as a buyer. And again, we have those tough conversations. So we're going to get clear on how we market differently, and we will go into depth on that. Some say they market differently. It's real easy to say it. Prove it. Knowing why it's important is a game changer. So we want specific, and we will go over specific things that we do that market your home differently, and how we put your home in front of the eyes of the most ideal buyer for your home. Again, that first week is critical, and how your home is presented absolutely 1000% matters. And we will go over that step by step. So if you're looking to list your home in the future, feel free to reach out to me. You can direct message me. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can give me a call or give me a text. But I would love to have a conversation with you. No obligation. We just sit down and go through these things. But it's so important to do that pre-listing appointment ahead of time and go over these things, get your questions answered. Make sure, and a big thing, make sure we have a rapport. I'm not going to sign you into a contract if I can feel, and we can feel it. We can feel already from the get-go that we're probably not going to be the best for each other. I'm perfectly cool with that. Like, not everyone's meant to work together. And like I said, I'm very outspoken and very to the point. And sometimes that's not what people want to hear, and that's perfectly fine. That's how we roll. So it's very important to have those pre-listing appointments to make sure, your timeline is good, that we're going to work great together. You understand my marketing. We know what we need to have done to the house to get the most amount of money in the short amount of time. And then it's go from there. Let's go.